So today is Wednesday, which also just so happens to be my birthday. Whenever I feed the cats, Eva is always the first one in there and Tiger just sits patiently and he just waits. Tiggy, Tiggy. He's like, I am not interested in paying attention. I am waiting for her to finish eating and that is my only focus. I'm kind of enjoying this whole messy plait situation this morning. I think I might just roll with it. Thank you, little chicken. You're cute. Oh. So cute. Thank you so much, honey. I love it. Yes, I can wear this today. Thank you.
You don't like it?
Oh, it's a sports bag. Yes. Oh, it's Under Armour. It's perfect because I can always keep my boxing gloves in it and I can keep my netball stuff.
The towel and stuff.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love the colour so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I can't believe we're going on the tropic tonight. It feels so bougie to go midweek.
Oh, I just took...
What?
I just took the tail off my head.
I was going to say, what's going on with your hair? Hello.
Hello.
Did you know that it's my birthday? Such Sagittarius energy.
I'm envisioning as fast as Zoom frame on that.
Good morning, my beautiful friends. Welcome to another vlog. Yeah, today is my birthday, which is pretty cool. This morning, Cara and I went to our favorite cafe for breakfast before she went off to work, which was such a lovely start to the day. And I've just come home. I've been enjoying just chilling out, spending some time by myself. And at the moment, Bonnie and Bray are on their way over to my apartment and they have some sort of surprise planned for today. I'm so thrown. I have absolutely no idea what we are doing. They told me to bring my GoPro, wear comfy clothes, wear sneakers but don't wear white, and I'm just really confused about where this is all going, but I'm also really excited and really grateful to be spending the day with them. Anyway, this week I'm going to bring you along with me for a few days regardless, and we'll just hang out and vlog and have a whole birthday week moment. But yeah, Bonnie and Bray will be here any minute. I'm really excited to see them. You didn't know whether to get me a cinnamon donut?
We were like, but she doesn't like cinnamon. But then Bray was like, no.
She has the gluten-free donuts.
She has the gluten-free donuts. So you're such a little silly chicken. You're such a silly duckling because you do like cinnamon when it's mixed with sugar.
The sugar overpowers.
The sugar does complement nicely.
I can't taste the cinnamon at all.
Yeah, you can though. It's there.
Really?
Quite prominent actually.
And in fact, I'd argue that it's quite strong in these.
Yeah, I would.
reckon?
Yeah, I would argue too.
This is so good.
This is another episode of Ducky doesn't know what she likes until you just don't tell her
Until it's
what's
done
in
properly?
things. Yeah.
Are you going with me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so scary but so good.
So much fun.
Oh, thank you. That's so thoughtful. I really
That's
appreciate
okay.
it.
You do something chaotic good.
Chaotic good. My 28th year is gonna be chaotic good. Wait, no, I've had my 28th year. My 29th year is gonna be chaotic good. You're so Thank you so much.
Do you like the chunky one? Because you said
Yes.
you liked the one I was wearing that night. And
Yes.
so that was my confirmation. Because I was going to get you the thinner one, but
Oh,
this one is really gorgeous.
Badass bitch.
oh,
Oh.
that is such an energy. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, I'm so spoiled.
Okay, would you like to know what we're doing today?
Oh.
Which is also part of your present.
It is part of your present.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're going
I'm scared.
on a jet boat. Jet boat extreme.
Wait, that's where Eliza works.
The red one.
Yes, that's where Eliza works.
Amazing.
What if she's there, my nimble friend?
We love Eliza.
Oh my god, that's why I got my wife.
Wait,
Yeah.
my wife.
Hello. So I had a really nice birthday this year and it got a little bit busy, hence the lack of vlog footage for the rest of my birthday. But I definitely felt very special and very spoiled and just, yeah, I just had a really nice day and a really great time celebrating with my friends and getting to talk to my family back home as well. I thought I'd continue the vlog this weekend. It's actually really beautiful weather today on the Gold Coast, which we haven't seen for a while. It has been raining a lot. But before I get into like what I'm gonna do today, I wanted to talk about aging a bit. I talked about this a little bit on the podcast because I turned 28. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm 28 years old now, which is, I just can't believe I'm 28. But the thing that I really wanted to talk about was the fact that, you know, when I look at my life now and the life that I imagined that I would have when I was 28, like so entirely different. I mean, I never thought that my life would take me to where it has taken me in the sense of what I'm doing with my work, where I'm living, all the people I'm surrounded by. Like, so much of my life has really, you know, become what it is in the past few years. But something really interesting about turning 28 and, you know, getting closer to 30, which I don't fear turning 30. I'm actually excited for my 30s, and a lot of women that I have spoken to have said, like, you know, your 30s are such an empowering, exciting time because you've worked through a lot of that insecurity and that self-doubt and all those sort of things. And I personally, yeah, I'm like really trying to lean into that. I feel like, you know, as a woman, I feel like I have been taught my entire life to fear getting older and to fear physically aging, mentally aging, and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm in this really good space where I'm like, there's not any fear for me, and I really am just trying to like embrace getting older. But with that being said, I feel like there's one thing that has been really interesting for me as I get older and as I approach that 30 age is the fact that my life definitely isn't what I thought it would be, in the sense that I thought that I would be at least in a long-term relationship, if not married, if not be thinking about having children. And honestly, I'm someone who, I don't think I've spoken about this before, but I have no idea if I even want to have children. I'm not a super maternal person and I've never felt super drawn to it, but I still kind of love the idea of having kids. But anyway, I have no idea if I want to have children one day. It's not something that I'm like, I must have children in order to live a happy life. Like, that's not something that I'm super attached to. But I definitely did have this idea that I would be married by now, which is funny because I haven't been in a long-term relationship for so long. But it's something that I just kind of wanted to touch on because I had a few DMs after talking about it on the podcast, is the fact that, like, as I continue to age and to grow and to learn more about myself and life in general, I realized that, like, absolutely nothing is like gonna be how I expect it to be, if that makes sense. Like, even if I were to like get married now, who's to say that I won't get divorced 10 years later, right? Like, when I'm younger, I think these things aren't a possibility, and as I get older, I'm like, life is just going to take me where it's going to take me. And whilst there are some things that are in my control in terms of like my actions and how I choose to live my life, there's so much going on around me that I cannot control. You know, whilst I may have some friends that are like getting married and having children and doing the whole thing, and I look at other women that are 28 who are just like living completely different lives to me, and I feel like almost like, it's not shame, but it kind of is, I guess. I guess what I really wanted to share is the fact that there is some vulnerability for me, in the sense that when I was 18, I thought I'd be married by 22, having babies by 26, building a house or something like that. And that's like things that are just totally not on my radar. Like, they're things that are just like very unlikely to happen before I turn 30. And 30 is this age that we've been told by society is like when you're supposed to like be doing the thing, you know? And it's just an interesting feeling getting older and being conscious of getting older and being like aware of what's going on around you. And you know, like I think about the fact that like my parents had me when they were 30 and 31. I know I'm like not there yet, but I'm just like, I'm having this moment and I just thought I would share it, and also share the fact that like, even though I'm having this moment, I am really realizing, and I've actually spoken to my parents about this, I'm really realizing that like, as long as I'm happy, I don't need to like feel this societal pressure to be doing things at a certain age and feel this fear that like my life is getting taken away from me, because like it's absolutely not. So I guess to try and like wrap up all of my thoughts, I basically just wanted to share where I'm at, in the sense that I've kind of been having this moment of like loving where I'm at, really enjoying where I'm at in life, and like not feeling any type of way, but then like feeling some type of way as well, like having this thing in the back of my mind going on with this societal pressure, and just reminding you that like you're totally not alone in it. I think there are so many people, I mean, I have so many friends who are in similar stages of life to me, and I have so many friends who aren't, who are like, you know, doing all of these different things that are personally not on my radar. And I think the most important thing is that you feel happy and you feel content with where you're at. And like for me personally, I feel happy and I feel content with where I'm at, and like that's what is the most important. I've talked to my parents about this a lot, like, you know, and they say to me like, you don't have to have kids, you don't have to do the thing, you can just like, you know, do what makes you happy. And like that, yeah, I think that that is like the most important thing. I hope some of that made sense in some capacity. I don't know if you can tell, I have like a little bit of a cold right now and I feel so like clogged in general. But yeah, hopefully some of that made sense, and hopefully it lands with you, and I guess hopefully makes you feel a little bit less alone in that feeling, if this is a feeling that you may be having. So yeah, so I just went on a little trip to Bunnings, which is like a hardware store, plant shop, pretty much just like one of the most exciting places to go to as an adult. And I went mainly today for plant things, because there are a few things and a few like changes that I need to make in regards to the plant situation at home at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I guess I should show you the main thing that I'm doing, which I'm very excited about. So this plant, as you may be able to tell, is getting a little bit out of control. It is in this tiny pot down here and it just doesn't stop growing. I swear I get like a couple of new leaves every week, and it needs some stability. Like it literally would just like fall over if it wasn't leaning like that. So I need to put it in a bigger pot and also give it some stability, and then find a new home for it, because I feel like a big pot is not going to work on this bedside table. As well as I have this plant down here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's like, it stays alive, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. As you can see, it's like not in the greatest condition. That's not a today job though. That's like another day job. I also have this stand, which is empty, so it needs a new plant in it. And yeah, this is like what my room situation is looking like at the moment. These plants over here also thriving, also doing very well. So something about this side of the room, except for that palm over there, seems to be doing well. And yes, we have a few new additions though today, so I might have to move some things around. So let me show you what I got, and then we can figure out what we're gonna do. The plants in the home in general are kind of doing well. I'm feeling like I'm a pretty decent plant mum. I'm learning, which is very, very exciting. Oh, hello, Tiger. Hello. Yes, let me just show you what I got. So the first thing that I got is this, which is going to go in a larger pot to support that plant that I was just showing you, because it very much so needs it. I could not find this anywhere in Bunnings. I even asked and they were like, oh, not too sure, have a look in these areas. And I swear I spent like 45 minutes looking for this stick. Anyway, I also got this plant. Don't know where it's gonna go, what I'm gonna do with it, but I have it. Then I also got this little palm, which I'm gonna put in that small pot that I'm gonna take that overgrowing plant out of. This is gonna be its replacement, and hopefully it will thrive like the other one has been. And then the other plant that you probably have seen is I got this fiddle leaf. Woo! I have never managed to keep a fiddle leaf alive, so I'm gonna try again. and I'm excited about it. What do you reckon, Eva? At least you won't try and eat this. All you'll try and eat are my palms. Okay, I'm gonna try and do all of this repotting on this towel so I don't make a huge mess, but I'm excited to get some more greenery happening in the home. What do we reckon about putting the fiddle leaf in there? Come on. Do you reckon it's gonna look good? I think it will. Eva, no eating the palm. Whenever I get palms, you just eat them. Okay, so this is the situation that we have on our hands. Look at how tall, oh my God, wait. If you put this plant next to me, it really puts it in perspective how tall it is. Eva, stop eating my palm. No, no. This is a situation that needs to be sorted. This isn't even gonna be tall enough. Like, oh. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just find a pot, some mix, and try and repot this thing, shall we? Put this in, put some potting mix in. Yeah, okay. Okay. Why am I doing this in white? Don't know. Wow. This is hectic. Wow, look at all those roots that just need places to go. Okay, so it is time for a little bit of a reveal of how everything turned out. First things first, and we have this plant. You know the one I'm talking about. This plant, look, this didn't really go how I wanted it to go because I definitely wanted the pole to be as big as the whole plant. Don't know why I thought that the plant was only that big, but it is clearly not. So look, I'm gonna be having another trip to Bunnings this week, I think, to sort this situation out. This is just where it's going for now, and this is just how it's gonna be for now, and I'm gonna buy a long pole, I think. This plant is just really tall, like really tall. Anyway, then I decided to put my fiddle leaf in this corner so that it would get a decent amount of light there, and then I also switched over my lamp from my other bedside table to this bedside table so it wasn't as crowded over here. So that is that situation. I'm very happy with how that looks. It actually looks even better like from this way. Okay, the lighting is not doing me any favors, but yes, love it there. And then over here we have this little guy, which hopefully will grow nice and big, and I really, really like this now. Really enjoying this bedside table situation. Very happy with that. And then the final thing that I repotted and decided to put in a random spot is this. Just decided that that palm that was dying could go, and I put this plant in here. Decided it was a bit too much. There was a bit too much going on in my room, and so I've put this here in the lounge just to add a little bit more greenery. What do you reckon, Eva? Anyway, that is my plant update. I will update you in my next vlog with how I go with repotting that long plant. Well, I'm not going to repot it again. I think I'll just get a taller stick. Anyway, I'll let you know how I go, but that is my repotting session. I'm feeling very happy and very satisfied with how my room's looking, so chef's kiss, as they say. So in today's video, I really wanted to share with you something that I've been doing for the past maybe 5 or 6 months at the end of every month and then beginning of the new month, as a way of like intention setting and also reflecting on the month that has been. I'm someone who finds it really hard to find time to journal like every single day or even every single week, to be honest, but something I've been trying to do is get in the habit of doing these monthly reflections and intentions. So going into December, which is pretty commonly a very busy month for most people, including myself, I thought that I would set some intentions today, do some reflections, and sort of share with you the way that I like to do these things. So personally, I'm a big fan of writing in permanent marker as opposed to pen. So when I journal, I like journaling in kind of like this type of book and just going for it. I don't really know if you call this journaling, I guess you do, but yes. So what I like to do when I'm doing this is think about, you know, for example, in this instance, November, think about the things in November I really enjoyed and the things in November that I may have struggled with and I want to work on in December. For me, in the past, that's been like managing work-life balance and stuff like that. So I might have work-life balance as something that I want to work on in the month going forward. What I am letting go of. So what I like to write here is things that, you know, I may be working on long term, like long term I'm trying to let go of insecurities I have as an example. So that's what I will continue to try and work through. But if there are things that I maybe struggled with in November, like something I've been working on recently is letting go of the idea of being like busy all the time, and like when people asking me how I am, replying with busy. So that's something I was letting go of last month, for example. So yeah, I'm just gonna write down some things that I'm going to let go of moving into December. Okay, so from here I'm then moving into what I'm inviting in. This is probably my favorite part of doing this monthly intention, is focusing on things that I'm really inviting into my life that month. I don't know a whole heap about like manifesting and things like that, but I definitely am a big believer in like the energy you put out being the energy that you receive. Not all the time, obviously, but I like to try and have that mindset of putting like good energy out there and seeing what returns to me. So I really like this. I'm going to do what I'm inviting in. And I like to take this time to really think about the things that I want to invite into my life, especially in such a busy month such as December. And then after this, I'm going to move into my, oh no, my goals. Oh, I really saved that. Nice. My goals for the month. These can be little goals, these can be big goals, they could be whatever you want them to be. I personally like to set myself a mixture of both and also focus on work as well as life and social life and all of that kind of stuff as well. So probably my biggest goal for December is that I'm going to be releasing my ebook. Other goals I have, I really want to improve my running, so I want to go for 1 run per week. Okay, and then that brings me to the end of my intention setting session. So if you are ever interested in just having like a moment to yourself, these are 3 prompts that I really enjoy doing: what I'm letting go of, what I'm inviting in, and some goals. So I definitely highly recommend doing this if you're just looking for a little bit of a reset and to check in with yourself and that kind of stuff. I'm feeling good after doing that, so yes. Anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of today's random little vlog. I hope you have enjoyed. It's been really nice just like hanging out and doing life stuff, and yes, I love filming vlogs at the moment. It's really coming naturally to me. Anyway, as always, thank you for being here and for supporting my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a beautiful start to the month, and I will talk to you and see you very, very soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.